Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's class is going to be the masterclass on auto layout. For practice purpose, I have also given you the practice file in the description to follow along with me. And in this class, we are going to see how to design the card, in which we'll be learning the wrap, canvas stacking, absolute positioning. These are the properties of auto layout. Also, we'll see the fixed width, hug content and fill container properties. And the next part is going to be the form designing. In this, we'll be designing a very small form where we'll be learning the concept called minimum and maximum width. And the next part is going to be to design the responsive table. And the next will be to design the entire responsive web app by applying all the knowledges which we'll be getting from the which we have got from the previous 3 classes. Okay, now let's start designing. So these are the designs which we are going to create. First is the responsive card, next is the form, and the next one is the responsive table, and the last one would be to design the responsive web app. Here you can see how it is responding when I'm changing the width of the frame. So now let's start designing. First, we'll see the small theory of auto layout. The shortcut key to add auto layout is Shift A, and the core feature of this is it helps in designing the responsive design, and it also makes the design dynamic, and it helps in alignment, and these are the more features. And it also saves a lot of time when you get a good hand on working with the auto layout. So this is the section how it looks. Now we'll design this card. This is the travel card. Now I have already taken the default contents so that we do not waste much of our time. First, I'll take this icon and this 2 header and the sub header. I'll take it into the auto layout. After taking them into the auto layout, I'll take this 2 in the auto layout by pressing Shift A every time. Like whenever I'm saying I'm taking into the auto layout, that means I'm pressing Shift A on my keyboard. And now copy this here by pressing Alt on your keyboard. Now take both of this into the auto layout, and this is the image I have taken. This image you can see like I have taken into the frame. You also take it into the frame so that it responds when you resize the frame size. Do not use directly the image. And next we'll copy this title and subtitle and then take into the auto layout. I'll take this images, take them into the auto layout by pressing Shift A, and from here you can adjust the size of the size between them. You can see, but here one thing you will notice is like the images, what I want is this image. I want this first image on the top, but here you can see like the last image on the topmost, but I want this first image to be on the top. So I'll be going to this auto layout setting from here. This is the advanced setting. here is the option called canvas stacking. From here what you will be doing is you will be taking the first on the top. So here you can see it gets like it really, canvas stacking really helps, like whenever you want to take the content first on the top or on last on the top. And it also helps in the tables whenever you want to put the things, other things, like in the by using the absolute positioning. Now let's take this locations. First copy this here by pressing shift alt, and then take it into the auto layout and give us spacing between them. And now take the description from here, copy by pressing alt on your keyboard, and then take all these icons from here and copy it. And after this take them into the auto layout. After taking them into the auto layout, adjust the spacing between them whatever you need it, and then take this button. Right now we are only focusing on learning the auto layout, so if there is any alignment issue or anything, just ignore that. And then now take both of this and take it into the auto layout, and after this adjust the spacing. Here you can see, like if I am changing the size of the width, it is responding. So here it's because this is in the fill container. If I make it as the fixed width, this thing will not work, you can see. Okay, so what we will be doing is we'll be making this as the fill container and this as the auto. This auto layout has on its own has taken auto, but whenever you want to keep two contents on the two corners, you have to select auto and not the exact size. So here if I'll do this, you can see now once I have removed the auto, it is not responding accordingly. So once I'll select auto, you can see content is moved to the two corners of this card. Now what we will do is we'll take this two and take it into the auto layout, and after this what we will be doing is we'll take all these things into the auto layout and take it this side towards the, will align it towards the left, give a spacing and take them into the auto layout, and after this give the spacing between them, and this is the button which I wanted below. Now make it and take it into the auto layout. Here you see, like this is the size of the frame, but this image, this is has only occupied this much of space. So to if you want this image and the header to occupy all the sizes, for this you have to make the fill container. You can see how it got adjusted on its own. You can see here how the upper part is responding responsively, but other things are not responding responsively. So for this also what we will be doing is first we'll make this as the fill container. This is already, and then we'll select this and make it into the fill container. And for this also, here this is already a fill container, but since there are more than two items, it is not taking auto as the spacing between the auto layout. In that case you will be selecting a wrap. Here is the arrow, like wrap. Now you can see the contents are getting adjusted on its own. Like if there is more than 2 items which you need to adjust, in that case you will be using the wrap function of auto layout. And this, for this it's already fill container. Now if I want to make my icons also to respond responsively, in that case what I'll be doing is, since here is also like more than 2 items, in that case I'll be using the wrap property of auto layout and make the content as fill container. Now you can see how these icons are also responding responsively. See, now our card is ready. Now we'll add some horizontal and vertical padding into this. We'll give it as the 12. And let's give the fill color. Yes. And also we'll add the corner or radius to it. Now here you can see how all the contents are responding responsively. What we will be doing is, in many cards or the models, you have observed there is the cancel button towards the right top. Like whenever any content is put inside the auto layout, it automatically disturbs the distances. So for this we will be using the absolute position from the position panel. Here after clicking on this, here you will be seeing the constraints panel. In this what you will be doing is, you will be selecting here is the right and then towards the top. Now when you will change the width of this card, you will see the icon is only towards the topmost right corner. Now what we will learn is, we'll learn how to design a form. So this is the small form which we will be designing. So for this I have already taken the contents, like I have already made the contents so that we don't waste much of our time. So here when you see, like when I'm resizing this, it is not adjusting the exercise. So for this what we will do is, first let me copy this here and here, like I'll make it as the fill container. Now you will see when I'm resizing, it is automatically adjusting the space. Similarly we'll do it for the other parts also. We'll make it as the fill container and then we'll take both of this into the auto layout, place it here, and now copy this message part and this part also, copy this here. Now here also if you see, when you are resizing, things are not responding. So in this also what you have to do is, you have to make a fill container. So here you can see it is adjusting. Similarly for this also we'll make it as the fill container, and for this also we'll make it as the fill container. Now you will see all the contents are responding and occupying its space. Now we'll take both of this and take it into the auto layout, and now together we'll take all this into the auto layout and adjust the spacing between them. Here you will see like this two village, town and city part, and the pin code part is not occupying the whole space which is available. For this you will do the fill container. And now suppose when I'm adjusting this, like when I'm disturbing the width of this auto layout, you can see like the first name and the last name are in the same line only. What I want is when I am decreasing the width of this, the last name should go to the next line. For this, what we have to do is wrap the content. So now here you can see, now here you can see after wrapping this is moving to the next line, but the thing is what we have to do is first let's adjust the space between them and then make individual as the fill container. See now, but here what you can see is now this is not going to the next line. Here you have to wrap, and then for this you have to set the minimum width. Here comes the picture of minimum width. In this, let's give the minimum width of 150. And for this also, let's give the minimum width of 150. Now you can see, now again we'll take this after like giving the minimum width, or wrap has is automatically removed, so again you have to apply a wrap. So now you can see here like, and after like here you can see after the width of 150 it is not responding. So this is how it is working very nicely and responding according to the size. I hope you have got the minimum width concept. Similarly, we have to work for the maximum height also. I hope you have. Now we'll see how to design the responsive table. So this is how it works. If you are increasing the width also, then the contents will adjust accordingly. Now for this, what I am going to do is we'll first copy the contents, take this into the auto layout and give the fill color, and after this like we'll take the customer IDs. You can see here is the underline. For this, take this number into the auto layout and remove the spacing which a system gives automatically, and then add a stroke only at the bottom. Here you can see like, let's copy this color and then give this stroke color, and again we'll take this into the auto layout and give the fill color as white. Here we'll see what is the height. Let's make the height of it as 44. Here also we'll make it as 44. Now next we'll give the names. Take the name and then take this into the auto layout make the height as 44. It's very important to have the height of all the contents as 44 table contents, so it becomes easy to make a responsive table. And uh, yes, similarly we'll do it for the mobile number. And next is the amount. Copy from here and paste it like this. And here, like for this is the status, we just go here and replace it by pressing Ctrl Shift R and make sure the height remains 44. And for this we'll copy this, and again here also we'll replace it and again make sure the height is 44. Now we'll we'll make all the headers. In my previous video I have shown how to make the responsive table using the constraints instance, that also you can watch. I'll give the link in the description. As this is the masterclass on auto layout, so I'm again making this table. And make it here as the status. Next is the action, and now select all and give a fill color here. Now we will do is again like copy individuals rows, copy here, paste it here, and for this we'll take this individual and then copy here and then take it here, and after this take all this, make a left alignment, take it into the auto layout and give the spacing of 0 here. Similarly do it for the other parts also. First in the auto layout and then the spacing. This in the auto layout and then the spacing. Here also select all, take into the auto layout and give the spacing as 0. Here also take all this, take it into the auto layout, shift make align it towards the left and give a spacing of 0. In all the sections make an alignment of towards the left only. And for this rupees, for the text part, make the alignment towards right. Now in this column you can see like this status header is not occupying the entire space. For this, instead of hub content, make it as a fill container. Similarly in the action also make it as the fill container. Done. Let's see for the others also. This is like all the headers we have to make it as the fill. Now select all the rows individually, take it into the auto layout and give the spacing as 0. And now when you see, when you like, if you are like disturbing the width, it's not responding. So what you have to do is first select the entire frame and enter it, and then make it as the fill container, and again enter it and make individuals to the fill container, and again go inside. For this also you have to make it as the fill container. Now here what you will see is some part got disturbed, like here also, here, like you can see the bottom stroke has occupied all the space which is available. For this what you have to do is you have to do a hug content. So you can see how nicely it got fitted. And in this for this also, like action part, in this what you have to do is instead of fill container, make it as the hug content. Okay, and make individual columns as the fill container. Now like when you like increase or decrease the width, you can see the sizes are automatically getting adjusted, and it's very useful in making any table or the dashboards. So I hope you have got it. Similarly, like in this also, like if you have any doubt, you can simply ask in the comment section. Now we'll see how to make a responsive web app. So this is how it will work. Now let's start creating this. Like I have already taken all the contents so that we don't waste much of our time. Take this into the auto layout, and for this also take it into the auto layout, and for here like select both of this price and this, take it into the auto layout, and after this select this content and the icon, and then take it into the auto layout. And for this also size and the view chart, take this into the auto layout. Take the page numbers also into the auto layout. All these buttons and cards I have already made into the auto layout. Now I am combining it into the taking into the auto layout, and after this take this this one and this together, take it into the group and make it into the auto layout, and here make like and then select this contents and then take into the auto layout by pressing shift A. From here select this, take into the auto layout, make it give some space, and now when you see, when you are resizing, what you can see is this thing like page numbers, this is not responding. For this make it into the fill container and go inside it, make this also in the fill container and wrap the content. So here you can see the remaining page numbers went to this boxes went below. And for this one, for this you also take it into the fill container, so it will become responsive. Now the frame size is this, and this part is also we have to make it responsive. For this take it into the fill container and then make a wrap. and give individual spacing of 20. Now you can see when you are resizing like this, you can see all the contents are getting adjusted on its own. So whenever you have to design it for the other screen size, this becomes very useful. And now select both of this and then take into the auto layout, and then what you have to do is you just see this. Now if you are again resizing, it's not like responding. For this, what you have to do is go here and then first like this, make it into the wrap and see what is the result. See, all the contents are moving to the next line. And now if I am copying this both and taking into the auto layout, and if I want this to respond according to my frame size, in that case what we will be doing is, now if you see, to resize this is not working. In this case what you will do is add the auto layout to the frame and then see whether it is working or not. No, still it's not working. So in this case what you will be doing is make it as the fill container, and then let's see what happens. Now you can see content is responding accordingly. Now what we want is this contents to take all the space what is available for it. So in that case we'll give it as the fill container. See, now you see like this is looking much better. Now when you will again resize the entire frame, you can see how the size is getting adjusted on its own. We do not have to do anything. So this becomes very useful when we have to build any like whenever we have to design any responsive web app. So that's it from my side. Like if you have any doubts after watching the entire video, just ask me in the comment section. I'll definitely try to help you out. Thank you so much.